Welcome to my Week 2 battle of Season 6 of the VDL. Last week, we took on Rainy and their terrifying Mesprit, barely making it through. This week, though, we take on AP, so let's take a look at their team. AP has what most people would say is the best team in the league, led by Azelf, who is absolutely terrifying with its huge offensive stats paired with its nice speed and very wide move pool. To support that, they have Tentacruel and Talonflame, which are both very good defensive Pokemon that can remove hazards from the field. Sinistra is always annoying with calm mindsets, especially when paired with Strength Sap, and the ability to burn Pokemon with Machagacha. Vespiquen and Golem are his two Terra captains, Vespiquen being a Fairy and Steel type, and Golem being a Fairy and Ground type. Vespiquen is the one that I'm expecting to see, as it can set spikes, spread Toxic, and U-turn out on my team. He has Cobalion, which is a very versatile Pokemon. It can be support with things like Stealth Rocks, Taunt, Thunder Wave. It can be physically defensive with like an Iron Defense Body Press set. It can go physical with Swords Dance and go special with Calm Mind, so definitely a lot of things I need to be cautious about this week. And wrapping up the team, he has Wigglytuff, who is a very good dual screen setter, another Stealth Rock option, and can even spread status with Thunder Wave, like I said, with Cobalion. There's Electivire, which is just a very strong electric type with its base 123 attack, I believe, and 95 speed is pretty good against my team, all things considered. And finally, Mabostiff rounds out the team. Just being a strong dark type, definitely have to be cautious of the stakeout ability that it has. Taking a look at our team, first up we have Grafaiai rocking a Power Herb Unburdened set with Dig this week. So the plan is to weaken the rest of AP's team with my other Pokemon, and then bring in Grafaiai in the endgame, and try to get a Dig off on something like Cobalion or Tentacruel, which will then double our speed, meaning we are faster than things like Azelf and Talonflame. From there, we're able to set up a Swords Dance and just click Acrobatics and Gunk Shot, which both do a ton of damage to their team, and we can even click Dig again if we really need to against something like Tentacruel, Cobalion, or maybe even Electivire if we don't want to risk a Gunk Shot miss. We are rocking almost max attack and a lot of speed just so we can outspeed everything, and then we put the rest into HP. In our second slot, we have Moltres. I was very nervous about Sinistra, especially a Calm Mindset, and it has the Heat-proof ability, so I had to throw Air Slash on this set. I also have Flamethrower on there to be able to hit things like Vespiquen pre-Terra and hit Cobalion a little bit harder, as well as Electivire. And rounding out the set, we have U-turn to be able to pivot and Roost to stay healthy. In the third slot, we have Sylveon rocking the heavy-duty boots so we can ignore hazards set by Vespiquen. We're rocking Hyper Voice, Psyshock, Wish, and Protect. I wish I knew exactly what my EVs were for. I did not write them down, but if I remember correctly, the special attack was to be able to OHKO Tentacruel if it was a max HP set, and then we just spread the rest amongst our HP and defenses. In the fourth slot, we are bringing Choice Scarf Gallade. Last week, this Pokemon did not get to do anything, so I'm really hoping this week is a bit different. We're rocking Sacred Sword, Psycho Cut, Night Slash, and Stone Edge. Night Slash is there to hit Azelf as well as Sinistra. Stone Edge is specifically for Talonflame because I can KO that, and I don't have to worry about taking a Flame Body Burn, which is something I'm very nervous about. And then just our stab moves. We have max attack Adamant as with the Choice Scarf and 248 speed. We are able to outspeed their entire team. Bringing another Pokemon off the bench this week, we have Alolan Executor rocking the Harvest Citrus Berry with Calm Mind, Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse, and Synthesis. This is able to hit everything on their team. Dragon Pulse is very spammable against everything that's not Cobalion and Wigglytuff, which Flamethrower hits extremely hard. We're rocking max HP, max defense, so we can take hits as well as possible, especially since we're going to be boosting our special defense with Calm Mind. We're also rocking the Terra Steel on there because this is my main switch into Tentacruel and Vespiquen, and I did not want to be taking a Toxic, especially if I'm trying to set up. And finally, we have Donphan rocking the Assault Vest, max HP, max special defense this week. I have this just so that we can take Energy Balls from Azelf or maybe a Machagacha from Sinistra. We have Rock Tomb, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Rapid Spin. Rock Tomb hits Talonflame as well as slows things down like Azelf, and it does 2-hit KO Talonflame, and I didn't want to be risking missing something like Rock Slide or Stone Edge. And then Knockoff removes item, Earthquake is good stab, and then Rapid Spin is to remove hazards just in case they get too many of those up. So that is our team for week 2. If you enjoy, drop a like and subscribe. I will have the VDL Discord link down in the description, so if you want to join, definitely check that out. I want to give a huge shout out to Tog and Kyle for helping me prep and mock this week. I greatly appreciate it. And finally, I want to thank Matt for these awesome graphics. And without further ado, let's get into the battle. Okay, here we are with the battle. He brings Azelf, Tentacruel, Talonflame, Cobalion, Electivire, and Vesmiquen. Vesmiquen's either Fairy or Steel type. Taking a look at my team, what do I want to lead into him? That's a great question. Part of me wants to just lead Gallade immediately and just do a ton of damage. I also really like Donphan in this matchup, so I think I'm going to lead Donphan, actually. It pairs very nicely into his team. We can get knockoffs on anything that we want to hit that's not Cobalion. We have Earthquake, we have Rock Tomb. So yeah, I think this is a really good lead. Good luck to AP. I honestly don't remember if we played last season. I don't think so. I think the only time I've played him was in DLC, where he did beat me, so I'm looking to get a little revenge here. But let's see what he wants to lead here. Yeah, wow, he really does not like Donphan, now that I'm looking at it. It's kind of crazy. Let me get Donphan pulled up on the calc here, as he leads Vesmiquen. So we're going to be able to see what kind of Terra this is. It also has potentially Toxic, which is something that I need to be mindful of. But unfortunately, I don't have a good switch in at the moment. Usually that would be this here Executor, but we have not yet gotten a Terra off. So, yeah, I think we just knock off here. Just remove the item. There's no real harm in doing that. So yeah, let's get a knockoff here, and we are gonna see a Terra immediately, which is nice because we aren't gonna be left guessing. It's probably Terra Fairy. I want it to be Steel, but it's probably Fairy. Yep, Terra Fairy. Just like I expected. He just made that change last week. All right, and we remove its leftovers. Huge. And he does have Toxic, which is unfortunate, but not too much that I could do there. So now I kind of want to go out into Executor and get my Terra off. I think that is valuable here. We could see Spikes come out here. We could see U-turn as well, but I think overall Executor looks really good here. So let me mark down that leftovers knocked off. That's at about 90%. Yep, and they just set spikes there. Why is my numpad not working? 90, there we go. Alright, so we are now going to get a Terra Steel off so he cannot Toxic, and we're just going to get a Calm Mind off, because then really the only thing that threatens this is Cobalion, but I'm not that scared of Cobalion either. With Terra Steel and a +1 special attack. Yeah, we can KO an offensive Cobalion at +1. So, I like this. Does he go for a Toxic here? We are faster, which is good to know. Let me write that down. Eggy is faster. And he just chooses to U-turn. Okay. So we've seen Toxic, Spikes, and U-turn. So we know almost his full set. I would assume like Rooster, if it doesn't have Roost, heal order or whatever. I'm just going to write down Roost though, because that makes the most sense to me. And it's like a very standard Vesmiquen set, what I would expect. Okay, what's like Talonflame at +1 doing to us? Well, never mind. We see Cobalion. Okay, so like I said, if he is max defense for body press, it will do 33 to 61, which isn't really that much. And we have our Citrus Berry. So I'm just going to go for a Flamethrower here. Okay, so he's close combat. He's offensive. Okay. And this is going to go down here. At least it should. Especially at -1. Let's see. Huge. Oh, that was a crit. I don't know if that mattered, though. I don't think it mattered. Executor KOs Cobalion with Flamethrower. And we harvested our citrus berry and we eat it. Awesome. That is huge. Okay. So we knocked that Pokemon out, which that's massive for us because that thing was kind of a threat. Especially if it had something like Iron Defense or Swords Dance. Obviously not Calm Mind because it was a physical set. But I don't know what he goes into now to deal with this. This thing is like actually very threatening. Because he can't go Vespiquen because he can't Toxic us. Talonflame might be special or defensive. Talonflame. And at +1 Spadef, we're eating flamethrowers. And we see Electivire come out. Yep. Electivire. What about, like, Earthquake? Yeah, we kind of eat these up, too. I could Synthesis once if I want to scout and, like, try to get Citrus back. I don't hate that. Let's Synthesis once, just see what he wants to do here. So we were at 279, which was 71%. We go to 85. So that does about 50%. And we harvest our Citrus Berry, which was mainly what I was looking for there. So let's just... I can Dragon Pulse, or I can go out into Moltres. But that feels a little risky. So let's just Dragon Pulse here. Let's just hit this Electivire. He knockoffs, which is very good play. To remove our Citrus there. Earthquake, knockoff. Okay, so we are sitting at, what, 190, 199? So that's 51%, which means he has a 56% chance to KO here. So we could go Moltres, but I think that we just let this Pokemon go down now that we've lost our Citrus Berry. A lot of the usefulness is gone. But at the same time, this wall is Vespiquen. So I could go out into Donphan here and try to remove hazards. Do I beat I have a lot to take down Vespiquen otherwise, I think. I'm just trying to think about it, because Toxic is just annoying. He can't really touch Grafaiai, so I'm fine with this going down. We'll just Dragon Pulse. Alright, he chooses to Earthquake. Do we take this? We do. Let's go, Executor. Executor KOs Electivire with Dragon Pulse. Okay, awesome. So Electivire puts us in an absolutely great position immediately off this game. Just playing super offensive was huge. We do have that spike that's still on our side of the field, so we need to try to get rid of it. Okay, so we see Tentacruel come out here. I wouldn't be shocked if we just see this thing like go for Flip Turn and KO us here. I'm just going to attempt to Synthesis on the off chance, but we're going to go down for sure. This thing's a threat to him. He doesn't want to leave this standing. But yeah, great play with the Electivire. Knockoff was not something that I had I'd considered. But it didn't really like change the scenario. Like had I Dragon Pulse turn 1, it wouldn't have really affected it. So I'm not too upset there. Okay, so Gallade is looking really strong here, especially if I can remove Talonflame. If I can catch that out with like a Stone Edge, that would be massive. I am definitely thinking he is defensive Talonflame, just based on him not bringing that out on this Executor. So Tentacruel KOs Executor with Flip Turn. Okay. So we might even see Vespiquen come out, honestly. No, this is Talonflame. Okay. So we can go out into Donphan here and just get a spin-off, I think. Getting rid of that spike would be massive. We can also go Talonflame and just go, or not fucking, Moltres, Jesus Christ. And we can just click Air Slash. Because we don't really lose anything from doing this. And if Tentacruel comes out, we would just U-turn out into Sylveon, I would say. Yeah, let's do that. Because I don't want to just take unnecessary damage on Donphan if possible. So let's just Air Slash here on this. We don't know anything about this set yet, and he just chooses to swap. All right, so we probably see Tentacruel here. Yep, okay. So Moltres does about 15% to this Tentacruel. Which, ooh, that's a bulky Tentacruel. Because we didn't even do 20% with our Air Slash. So yeah, that's a fully Spadef set here. Alright, he does have some speed, though. Okay. I meant to click U-turn there, but Roost gets us the same thing. I can just go out into Sylveon here. So Surf did about half to Moltres. Yeah, so that could have just been a high roll from no investment. So if we go Sylveon, and if he has Sludge Bomb, it does 29 to 34. So let's U-turn out so we can take the hit first. Okay. So he just chooses to Surf again. Yeah, he might have a little bit of investment on there. It's hard to say like 100% or not. So we just go, like I said, right out into Sylveon now. We have Psyshock. We could also go this Glade, but I believe Psycho Cut makes contact, and I don't want to get burned. No, it doesn't make contact. Okay, we're going this. That changes things. I thought Psycho Cut made contact, but it does not. So I don't have to worry about Talonflame's Flame Body. Yeah, so let's just go for this. Where Choice Scarf will outspeed this. We'll outspeed Talonflame. We'll outspeed Azelf. He swaps. Gallade. This is Vespiquen. Jesus. Oh, that was a crit. I can just go for another one, though, right? I think so. We'll go for it. That was a huge crit there. If he's max HP, max defense, plus defense nature, we still KO. Huge. Glade. KOs Vespiquen with Psycho Cut. I'm glad that I looked at Psycho Cut being a contact move or not. That's huge. Huge, huge, huge. Alright, now this thing comes out, and this thing is a problem. So, what do I want to do here? I kind of want to go Grop, but I think I need to go Moltres and just pivot like that. Because I don't want to take all that damage head on. So, let's go this. Possible sack, and if not, we just U-turn. And if he sets up, we have Choice Scarf in the back. So, we'll be alright. As he nasty plots. Okay. So yeah, we still have Gallade that will outspeed this. So let's U-turn here. We probably go down here. Yeah, we go down to a Psyshock for sure. Azelf KOs Moltres with Psyshock. Okay, so Azelf with +2 into Donphan. We do take an energy ball from this. So we just go into this and we click knock off. Okay. I think even after the spike, we still can take it. What are we at? 313? We're at 82. Okay, so Energy Ball actually has a good chance to KO us here if he's Expert Belt. If he's not Expert Belt, never KOs. And I just have a feeling he's Focus Sash. So, we've seen Nasty Plot and we've seen Psy Shock. And that won't KO. Huge. Alright, so he's Cobra Berry. So I'm really glad I clicked Knockoff on this instead of clicking something like Rapid Spin, which I did consider clicking here. Okay. So it's at about 65% no item. Alright, we will attempt to Rapid Spin here, but he's probably just going to take us out. Yeah. Okay. Azelf KOs Don Fan with Psy Shock. Alright, so now we just go out into Gallade here. Now, let me look out of curiosity. Stone Edge would not KO this. I do have to click Night Slash, so I do have to risk a burn here. Talonflame's a problem. For sure. But I think I'll be alright. I do. So let's Night Slash here. Alright, he does swap. Alright, into Talonflame. Night Slash is not going to do jack shit to this. Don't burn. That wasn't even a crit. Okay, real quick, though. If we take a burn, can we still KO Azelf? No. But I think Sylveon will be able to eat a hit, barring no Nasty Plot. So, let's Night Slash one more time. Don't burn. Don't burn. Don't burn. Don't burn. Let's go. Alright. Gallade KOs Talonflame with Night Slash. Okay. Tentacle. We're not doing a lot to this with Night Slash at all, so we do have to swap here. We will go out into Sylveon. Okay. Definitely got a little bit of a scary endgame here, but we have a good shot. So, I think we always just go for Psy Shock here. I don't think there's a reason to not. Don't poison. Okay, huge, huge. I could wish and just see what he wants to do. But I think Psy Shock's just better. Yeah, we'll Psy Shock here. Alright, he chooses to Sludge Bomb again, so that is going to take us out here on the next one. But this just puts it in range of Gallade winning. Oh yeah, so now we just win with Gallade Night Slash. And I can't try to, like, preserve differential here. I just have to let this go down, and then Gallade wins. Awesome. So, Tentacruel KOs the Sylveon with Sludge Bomb. Alright, and now we just go Gallade here, and I win with Night Slash. Huge. Gallade actually getting to hit the field this week, and putting in some good work as well. So yeah, let's Night Slash here. There's going to be 4 kills for Gallade. Gallade KOs Tentacruel with Night Slash. And Gallade KOs Azelf with Night Slash. Huge. Scarf Gallade just going crazy in this game. I was worried about that that Talonflame getting a burn, but we got just lucky enough to where, you know, we didn't get the Flame Body. But GG's to AP. Let me tell you, that Azelf was so scary to prep around. That's why I had AV Donphan. I had Sylveon with some good defense investment there. I was calcing for like Iron Tails and all sorts of crazy stuff that it could have went for. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week for week 3. Peace.